Hello, welcome to the wilderness. Great to be with you, everybody. It's Florida Trailblazer checking in from the Green Swamp Wilderness Preserve. The sun is starting to set. Great time of day to be out here. Nice and cool, the air is fresh. Really enjoying all these trees, tall trees surrounding me, towering over the wilderness here. Pines and oaks. The cypress trees down by the river where I was just exploring. The river goes for miles. I really enjoy going down there because I often see wildlife, alligators, birds, and all kinds of other animals in the area. Scenic nature. Now there's a lot of these unmarked trails, off the beaten path areas in this wilderness I'm exploring today, just like this. Just up ahead is another trail that goes off of this one in another direction towards the river. It's always interesting to see where these trails lead. You always want to see what you can discover. Ooh, I better be careful. This is a huge snake right here. And it doesn't look like a water snake, it looks like a moccasin. And I do got to pass right in front of it, so let's take a look at it. And then I'll try to walk around, be cautious. Right here, middle of this path. Good thing I was being observant. See the snake right there. Okay, hiked around that snake. It didn't move actually. It stayed in the middle of the trail there. Gave it some distance and cautiously walked around the area, keeping my eye on it. Really nice seeing the wildlife here. Just have to be very careful. Yeah, a lot of snakes in these areas. Water snakes, cottonmouth, and pygmy snakes, diamondbacks, all sorts of wildlife here. And I was down by the river, didn't see any snakes, mostly just alligators and birds, so I expected to see more snakes down there, and I'm away from the river area. I saw that snake out here, so you never know what you may encounter out in the woods. And now that I've seen that snake, can't help but think, are there other ones around here? And of course they are. But I know the fear of snakes, and once you come across one out in the woods, it can stay with you. You just don't want to panic. Realize that you're in their habitat, and just be cautious and observant. And see how I'm walking right now. I'm also looking on the ground as I walk. And that's how I saw that snake just now. I was sort of looking down where I was walking. It was right there in front of me. Had I been looking side to side or up and just kind of walking forward, it's possible I would have stepped on that snake. So that's something you don't want to do. Ah, so nice hearing the sounds of this flowing water through the swamps. And it's such a critical area here in the Green Swamp. It covers 4 counties in central Florida, and all this water that travels through these wetlands flows into the Florida aquifer, where it's cleaned and recharged out into the rivers and waterways in these areas. Following this unmarked trail, many miles of these throughout the wilderness where I'm exploring today. And there was an intersection back that way. The trail split in two different directions. Following it northward now towards the river. Made it to the river. It's there just behind me in the woods. I want to be quiet as I approach the area here, just in case there's some alligators or other wildlife in the area. I don't want to disturb them. I can hear some movement up here in the woods. Here by the Withlacoochee River, it's so peaceful here. The sun is starting to set, shining through the trees here. It's so incredible. Cherish these moments. Now, I've seen some alligators here. Hearing some birds out there as well. Something loud just splashed over there in the river. I can see it. It's a large alligator. Really nice there by the river. Seeing all the wildlife, experiencing the scenic nature all around. Some citrus trees out here. Now, hiking away from the river towards the area I came from, the sun is starting to set. Not much daylight is left. It's a nice time of day to be out here. Trail leads out to this forest road here. I'm going to follow that back towards the trailhead. It's been a great adventure. Thank you for coming along. Stay tuned for more adventures. Take care. I'm back. The adventure continues. That's right. This forest road goes for miles throughout the wilderness here. I still got a ways to go. Really enjoy hearing the birds. Now this area opens up here. It's really maintained, this forest road, so it's a pleasant walk. Just came off an unmarked trail back there. There's many of those throughout the area, many miles of places to explore here. Getting lost in the wilderness. Really enjoying this walk as the sun starts to set here. And I wanted to mention some hiking tips. One of them is always time your hikes so that by the time you turn around to say go back to the trailhead or your campsite, that you get back there before it gets dark. So today, for example, I knew how much time I had before the sun was starting to set. I've been to this area in the past, so I knew how long it may take me, and I had just enough time. I'm still on the way back towards the trailhead. I'll probably get back just as the sun is setting, so that's really good timing. But in the past, I've been out here in the dark And another tip, no matter where you're hiking, is to always take a map with you. Study the maps ahead of time. Take a picture of the map with your phone at the trailhead, for example. Where I'm hiking today at the kiosk, there was a trail map there. So I took a photo of that. And this way, you have a good reference of where you're hiking, what trails are around you, and always use some sort of app to track your hike, some navigation app. There's many of them out there. You can take a GPS device with you as well. So there are some hiking tips. And of course, always stay hydrated. Thank you, and I'll see you in the wilderness.